If you don't know, Google dropped a core algorithm update 2 weeks ago, a major update to their search algorithm. And there's been a lot of volatility, but SEOs are trying to figure out exactly what this update is going to do. Google said they're going to work on surfacing more content from creators, but they didn't explain that much as to what that means. Now we have some early findings on what this update is doing. Again, these are early, but it's looking like these are hitting independent forums. Before I share this, I want to share an email that I got. This is from a new subscriber to my newsletter. And this is actually really relevant because it's about somebody who is making a lot of money doing SEO with a forum, a very popular forum. But, well, this is what the person said. This person said, we were doing very well for our first year last year, ending at a run rate of around 300,000 revenue with high profit margins and me as the only employee. I thought we would be targeting $1 million this year. But then in January, a Reddit post I had up for several months that was getting amazing traffic and was top of Google search was deleted by a mod randomly. So now it's back to figuring out what is best. Imagine that. You have a post on Reddit and it is making most of your company's money. And then a mod just comes along and just deletes it and almost kills your company. And so I responded and I said, Reddit is fickle like that. Parasite SEO can be a risky maneuver to rely on, and subreddits are constantly putting in new safeguards. And by the way, if you don't know what Parasite SEO is, it's when you use another platform's either authority, like ability to rank on Google, or sometimes Google just gives priority to different platforms. Reddit has a lot of priority in Google search right now. So you're using another platform's authority to rank for your keywords. And when you rank for your keywords, you are either recommending your product or literally linking directly back to your product, to your company. It could be a service, whatever it is. So that's Parasite SEO. It happens on Reddit. It happens on Quora. It happens with YouTube. It happens everywhere. It happens with LinkedIn. So I continue and I said, Reddit's constantly putting in new safeguards, or on any other platform, Parasite articles are being taken down all the time. Many, many years ago, Yahoo Answers was the Parasite SEO platform of choice. Then Google completely removed it. So now I want to get into this new finding from Google's March core algorithm update, which again is completing its rollout. So Lily Ray found this. Lily Ray, great person to follow on Twitter, on X. Her handle is Lily Ray NYC. She said, now that I'm digging in deeper, I am seeing this pattern across many niche forum websites. And she shares an image with a sharp decrease. She says, this is a forum about a specific dog breed created in 1997 that saw a huge increase in SEO visibility when Google started boosting forums in 2023. That visibility is dropping fast with the March core update. She shared more on this. So she shared this trend is finally reversing for some of the bigger forums and Q&A sites that saw huge growth throughout 2024. This includes some forum sites that I've previously shared as big winners in various posts and articles over the last year. And another one, after 1.5 years of major visibility and surges for thousands of forums, I am seeing early signs of major drops among some forum sites. And so the reason that this is notable is for the last year and a half, a lot of SEOs have been talking about having a forum on your own website is a great way to do SEO. You can do your own Parasite SEO on it because you are the mod. And for user-generated content is being so highly prioritized by Google right now that forums rank very well. So lots of SEOs, they were putting in forums into their sites when they previously didn't have forums, or existing forums were getting boosted. And then these were being used for Parasite SEO. Oh, look, forums are getting boosted. Our articles aren't ranking as well. Let's just put stuff on the forum. And now it seems that with this update, with this core algorithm update, and again, this is still early, but it seems like this is getting reversed. These forums are dropping. Now, I wanted to explain what Parasite SEO is because right now, there are still other places to do Parasite SEO. Like I said, it is very, very fickle. Years and years ago, it was Yahoo Answers. You don't see Yahoo Answers anywhere anymore. Completely remove. Different platforms come and go, or a moderator removes your stuff, or LinkedIn posts. LinkedIn Pulse is great for Parasite SEO, as I'll share in a moment, but still posts are getting taken down all the time. In fact, I think just a few months ago, LinkedIn did a huge purge of Parasite SEO posts on LinkedIn Pulse. So it's fickle, it's risky. A lot of the time it doesn't last. And depending on it, well, that's also very risky, as I shared with what happened with this reader of my newsletter. We were doing very well for our first year. I thought we would be targeting 1 million this year. In January, a Reddit post I had up for several months that was getting amazing traffic and was at the top of Google search was deleted by a mod. So now it's back to figuring out what is best. So those are the risks of Parasite SEO. You need to have aged accounts to do it. Some platforms are monitored a lot more highly than others. Again, Reddit is constantly putting in new safeguards and rules. Different platforms come and go. But if you still want to do it, I'm going to share something else from Lily Ray. She posted this a few days ago and she said, SEO test confirmed. I wrote this 7 hours ago. LinkedIn Pulse for the win. Also, this is so dumb. I can't believe it actually works. And she wrote this article, top 10, this is on LinkedIn Pulse, top 10 ways to optimize for Google Discover in 2025. 7 hours later, it's ranking number 1 on Google, and it's also getting the AI overview from Google. 7 hours later, that is Parasite SEO. Lots of people, like I said, are using LinkedIn Pulse for Parasite SEO. Medium also works for Parasite SEO if you have an aged account. I recently talked about Parasite SEO on Medium on this show. That's episode 602 of this podcast if you want to hear it. If you want an example of Parasite SEO on Medium, search crypto growth hacking. And the number 1 result is the ultimate guide to growth hacking Web3 marketing. It's entirely written by AI. It's on Medium with an aged account. In fact, this account used to actually write human written articles before ChatGPT came out. So in 2022, this person was writing, it was human written articles. Then ChatGPT was released and you slowly saw this person just start using more and more AI writing. And now it's entirely AI writing. And this ultimate guide to growth hacking Web3 marketing entirely written by AI, but it's an authoritative aged account, also on a publication on Medium, and it's ranking number 1, and that's an example. But anytime Google could say, you know what, we've improved our detection algorithms, this isn't what we want to be showing, or this is against the rules, it's very fickle, or a mod comes along. But if you still want to do it, LinkedIn Pulse, Medium. Oh, the other thing, this one actually I strongly believe in, and I would even recommend this. I'm not even kidding. I would recommend this. Video is not going away. And it's harder to, I wouldn't say it's harder. It works really well, but it's also harder to game. So video is not going to go away anytime soon. It's more engaging than written text. Lots of people prefer to get their answers fast. You can get your answer quickly and in an engaging format with a YouTube short or a TikTok or an Instagram reel. And a lot of the time, if you put your keyword at the beginning of the video title for your video and at the beginning of the description for your video, literally the next day, you could see that video ranking number 1. And actually there are some SERPs, actually I'll share it because I've shared it in the past. If you search Link Echoes SEO, 3 out of the 4 top spots are me with different videos that I made. And each time I put up a video, it ranked in the top 4 spots the next day, above all the articles that were written about this. Think about it. People are spending days or weeks writing articles. You make a video in 5 minutes, it's ranking the next day for your keyword. That's crazy. So YouTube isn't going away anytime soon. YouTube is owned by Google. It's not going to go away anytime soon. People like getting their answers from video. That's the truth. The reason why I said it's a little bit harder to game, it's like, well, you actually still need to make slightly engaging content. Because if you're putting up a video, searchers are coming to it and then they're bouncing and they're pogo sticking, they're going back to the SERPs. Google's going to see that. It's going to de-rank the video. So it's a little bit harder to game, but it works really, really well. And now, I mean, oh my gosh, you could have some AI avatar that is speaking in the video using an AI generated voice. I think you're probably going to see that a lot this year. In fact, I might make a video about it later today. I wouldn't be surprised if you see that a lot this year. People gaming Google search and even YouTube targeting keywords with just completely AI generated videos. Here's what I would recommend. So I had on Blake Lloyd yesterday on the podcast. She's 24 years old, running a multi-million-dollar company, started it a few years ago, but she basically started building her brand when she was 16, and she started taking eyelash clients at 16 years old, sharing everything that she was doing on Instagram. 2 years later, she started a salon. She started taking coaching clients, also continued to share that. She did that for 2 years. And then 4 years later, after starting, she had an audience to launch to. She launched her eyelash brand and it was immediately successful, an immediate hit. But she spent literally, it was every day she was posting, building an audience. So what you could do is if whatever brand you have, or if you're just learning, you put up videos every day about what you're learning about. Use keywords, have keywords that you're targeting, use them at the beginning of the video description and the beginning of the video title. Have the videos come out everywhere. So you're simultaneously building a brand and you're doing SEO, or maybe you have an existing brand. But either way, now you're building your brand with video while also targeting keywords, because video is ranking so well. I believe that video is going to continue to rank well. Video has been ranking well for years and years and years and years and years. But now it's really getting turbocharged. I think video is the safest way to do Parasite SEO. And I don't even know if I would call video Parasite SEO. It just works so well. And everyone knows that you should be targeting keywords with video. It's just very few people know how to actually do it, how to do it properly. The last thing that I want to share is the second part of my response to this person who was hit by the Reddit moderator. This person also said, I've kind of come to the conclusion that it's very difficult to get rolling if you don't have strong finances, connections, or hit just the right product, place, and time. Oh, and social proof is such an incredibly powerful piece because it's difficult to get people to buy a brand they've never heard of. So this is what I said. I said, I would disagree with needing a lot of money or connections. My success, this is me, Edward, speaking, my success both on social and SEO is due to neither. Bottom of funnel SEO is the most goated strategy that everybody is missing. By the way, nobody taught me bottom of funnel SEO. I didn't have a mentor for that. I've had great SEO mentors. I discovered bottom of funnel SEO myself when I was living in Belarus. We had just launched a SaaS and we had launched on Product Hunt. Users were falling off. I'm like, okay, how do I continue getting users to this SaaS? And then I found a competing SaaS and I saw they were ranking for all of these keywords. I'm like, how are they doing this? I found out how they were doing this. I saw there was a pattern to the keywords, that they were all bottom of funnel. I'm like, this is brilliant. I'm going to try this. I tried it. It worked really well. I did it with other brands. It worked really well. That was me literally combing Google and doing research, learning that. So I didn't learn that from connections. Oh, and with that method so this is what I said. Bottom of funnel SEO is the most goated strategy that everybody is missing. It's what I talk about in my podcast daily. And I made a product about it. That's compactkeywords.com, because it's so critical and it requires so little money to do. And the reason it requires so little money is because as long as you have relevant backlinks, you don't need to have the most expensive backlinks. And you can get these backlinks from free directories or from Source of Sources, which is also free. That's an expert quote platform. You can make linkable assets, and that's virtually free. Even if you use something like feature.com, another expert quote platform that costs money, it's still like $30 a month. And you don't need to have crazy domain authority to do bottom of funnel SEO really well. You literally could have 20 domain authority, sometimes less. I've seen less all the time. And then for social media content, what I wrote is a lot of the content that sells best is the most authentic, least polished stuff. And so an example of that is I made a video. Well, a friend of mine, he spent $2,000 on a video. It got I think 3,000 views, made him no money. It took him weeks to make. I went to a cafe. I bought an Americano for a few dollars. I sat there. I recorded my face with an iPhone 8. This was years ago. I've done this multiple times, but the reason I'm saying an iPhone 8 is because you don't need to have crazy fancy equipment. I literally used a selfie camera of an iPhone 8. It was like I was shooting on a potato. And I sat there and I recorded this video that's since gotten 10 or 15 million views and made me the most successful affiliate for repurpose.io. That single video. And I've done that for multiple brands. Super inexpensive, virtually free, made it in 5 minutes. I genuinely believe that the most authentic, least polished stuff is best. I say that all the time. So you don't need to have to make it with social, to make it with SEO. You don't need to have a lot of money. You don't need to have social connections. And the last thing that I wrote is, and this is true, and you probably had this thought yourself, the problem with social is it can be unreliable and sometimes feel like you're gambling, trying to hit the viral lottery. Because you might have heard okay, fine, he got this video that went viral, but how many other videos did he make that didn't go viral? And the answer is a lot. I make a lot of videos that don't go viral. And it does kind of feel like you are trying to hit the viral lottery. And the reason I say bottom of funnel SEO is GOAT is because it's predictable and it always works. But it's slower to ramp up, of course, than immediately going viral. It's my favorite form of SEO. It's not going away anytime soon. I've been doing it for years and years now. But if you want to do Parasite SEO, if you still want to try it, LinkedIn Pulse, Medium, YouTube, you can still do it on Reddit. It's just gotten harder. And the Google March core algorithm update coming for independent forums, it looks like. And that is all. That is all we got for you on this episode of the show. This is episode 632 of my daily digital marketing podcast. 632 days in a row doing this podcast. I'm sitting in my lovely home. I have the windows wide open now. It's so warm. The sun is pouring on me. And I have this like cool breeze flowing in towards me. It's just really, really nice. I'm chilling now. I have a coffee right next to me. I had sunglasses that I was going to wear while recording, but the sun wasn't as strong as I thought it would be. So it's really just been perfect. So I'm having a great day. I hope you're having a great day too. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched this on YouTube, if you listened on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, thank you too for listening. And I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.